Hello everyone, welcome to Matrix YouTube channel. Today we are here for the discussion of solutions of Matrix Olympiad paper of Stage 2, Shift 2, which was held on 10th of November 2024. We will start from class 7th and the subject is physics. Let us start our discussion. Question number first. Okay. Study the setup shown below. So there is a source of light, then a book is placed, that means an opaque object is placed, then a wooden cube of a smaller size, a sphere of smaller size and a ring of a smaller size compared to the book, and there is a screen placed. How will the shadow look like? As we know that the book is the larger in all of the four objects, so the shape of shadow will be in the shape of book. So our correct answer is option B. Next, question number 2, which is a true false question. Okay, let us check which is a true statement and which is a false statement. The distance covered by a boy while taking a complete round of circular park is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of circular park. That is a true statement because in complete one circle, the distance is equals to circumference, which is 2 pi r. That is true. The distance between two cities is generally measured in meters because meter is the SI unit of distance. Meter is SI unit of distance, but distance between two cities is not generally measured in meter, it is measured generally in kilometers. So this is a false statement. Blinking of eye is an example of periodic motion. What is periodic motion? Which repeat itself in fixed time interval. But blinking of eye does not repeat in fixed time interval, so it is a type of random motion. So this is also a false statement. Correct code is true, false, false. That means option A is our correct answer. Question number 3 is a match the following question. Area under speed time graph. Speed into time is equals to distance. So for P I will write 2. Area under acceleration time graph, A into T is equals to change in velocity. So for Q I will write 3. Okay. Area under velocity time graph, Vt is equals to displacement. So for R I will write 1. Slope of velocity time graph. Slope of velocity time graph is equals to change in velocity upon time, that is equals to acceleration 4. So correct code is 2314. 2314, that means option D is our correct answer. Okay. Next question. Question number 4 and 5 is based on a paragraph. Okay. So let's see, there are some equations, some conditions are given. Ram took equal masses of cooking oil and water respectively in two different identical beakers and placed them on identical heat engines and supplied same amount of heat to them. With respect to, with the help of thermometer, he noted their temperature. Which one of the following will be hotter? As we know that the heat capacity of cooking oil is less, so it will be more hotter at same amount of given heat. So option C is our correct answer. Okay. Question number 5 based on same paragraph. Which one of the following thermometer can be used to measure the temperature of air? So the temperature of air is measured by a 6 thermometer. So option D is our correct answer. Next, question number 6 and 7. Which of the following is oblique R are man-made sources? So we can say incandescent lamp are man-made, fluorescent lamps are also man-made, hurricane lamps are also man-made, and light emitting diodes are also man-made. So all 4 options are our correct answer. Okay. Next question. Question number 7. An electric motor winds 200 turns. That means number of turns are given 200 of an thin copper wire on a uniform rod of cross section diameter 10 centimeter, diameter is given 10 centimeter. So radius will become d by 2. Radius is equals to 5 centimeter, which is equals to 5 upon 100, or we can say 1 upon 20 meter. Okay. In 2 second time, total time is given 2 seconds. Okay. Then the length of wire that is wound over the rod in 1 second is. So first of all, we should calculate the velocity by which this winding has been done. So velocity or speed is equals to total distance upon total time. So here distance will be assumed as the total length of wire in 200 turns, which will be equal to 200 multiplied by the length of one round will be given by 2 pi r, and the time is equals to 2 seconds. So this is cancelled by this 2. It becomes equal to 200 multiplied by pi, and the value of r is 1 by 20, which is equals to 10 pi. Okay. So now we have to calculate the length wounded over a rod in 1 second. So length, that means distance, is equals to speed into time. Okay, so here the time given is 1 second and speed we have calculated 10 pi, so answer will be 10 pi. So option C is our correct answer, because 10 pi is also equal to 3.14 multiplied by 10, which is equals to 31.4. So option number C and option number D both will be correct answer. Okay, so we have discussed all the questions of subject physics. For more information regarding Matrix Olympiad, subscribe this YouTube channel. If you have any doubt in any question, then press on Ask a Doubt button, which is provided in your MOF profile. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Welcome to all of you on Matrix YouTube channel. Now we will discuss the MOF paper solution for class 7th, which was conducted on 10th of November 2024. Let's see the question. So the question is, which of the following statement is or are true or false? So the first statement is, handles of cooking utensils are made up of metals like copper, aluminium, etc. No, it is completely a false statement. Basically, the handles of cooking utensils are made up by the plastic and wood, not by the metals. So this is completely a false statement. Now the next is, the metals are poor conductor of heat. No, metals are the good conductor of heat because of the free electron. We know that in the metals, free electrons are present. By that free electrons, metals are good conductor of heat, not the poor conductor of heat. So this is completely a false statement. Now the next is, substance which do not allow the current to pass through them are called insulator. Yes, this is completely true statement. We know that there are the three types of the substances: conductor, semiconductor and insulators. Okay, so the conductors allow the current to pass through them, that are known as the conductor, and the substances which do not allow the current to pass through them are known as the insulator. So this is completely a true statement. So the first statement is false, and second is also false, and third one is true. False, false and true. So the false, false and true. It means the D option is the right option for this question. Now let's see the next question. Match column first with column second and select the correct answer using the codes given below. Let's see the column first. The column first is P is sedimentation, Q is sieving, R is winnowing and S is separating funnels. Means there are different techniques are present, separation techniques are present. If we're talking about these techniques, first is sedimentation. Sedimentation is basically based on the principle of the solubility. If we're talking about the sieving, sieving is based on the basis of the size of particles. Winnowing is based on the weight of the particles. And if we're talking about the separating funnel, separating funnel is basically based on the principle, means the properties, or we can say that the substances are miscible with each other or immiscible with each other. So now let's see the column second. The first is solubility. We know that by the sedimentation process, we can easily separate it. The next is the weight of particles. By the winnowing process, we can separate by the weight of particles. Next is the size of particles. Size is particles is measured, or we can say by the size of the by the sieving process we can separate the different substances. And last is the miscibility. Separating by the separating funnel, we can easily separate the mixtures which are miscible in each other. So if we're talking about the answer, P is matched with first, Q is matched with third, R is matched with second and S is matched with 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. It means A is the right option for this question. Now let's see the next question. The next question is, physical properties of matter include its appearance and observable properties. Some physical properties are color, order, test, solubility, rigidity, fluidity, melting and boiling point, etc. A chemical property is a property exhibited during a chemical reaction. This includes pH, reactivity, inflammability, etc. Now let's see the question. The question is, which of the following will lead to a chemical change? Now let's see the option. Making a fruit salad and keeping it in the open air for 1 hour. It is completely a chemical reaction because when we kept this fruit salad in air for 1 hour, oxidation reaction will be takes place, and because of the oxidation reaction, it is a chemical process. So this is a chemical process. Now let's see the next one. The next is heating of calcium carbonate. We know that the formula of the calcium carbonate is CaCO3, and when we heat the calcium carbonate, it's convert into CaO plus CO2, means calcium carbonate convert into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So this is also a right statement. Now let's see the next one. Next one is making paper boards by cutting paper. No, this is a physical change, not a chemical change, because when we made the board by the paper, then the chemical composition of paper is do not change. Next, keeping on iron nail in moist air for a few days. Yes, rusting will be takes place, and because of this rusting, it is a chemical reaction. So the fourth one is also a chemical change. Let's see the option. Option first is fourth only, wrong. First, third and fourth. First, third and fourth. No, it is also wrong. First and second only, it is also wrong. First, second and fourth. First, second and fourth. Yes, first, second and fourth are the right option, means the D option is the right option for this question. Now, let's see the next question. The next question is observe the given figure. Okay, now let's see the figure. In the first figure, we broken the egg. So this is, if we break the egg, this is physical change, and this is irreversible in nature. And in the second diagram, we made the omelette from that egg, and if we will form the omelette, then it is a chemical change, and it is also irreversible in nature. Now let's see the option. The options are identify the correct statement. Both P and Q are reversible changes. No, it is completely a wrong statement. And the D option is also both P and Q are reversible. It is also wrong statement. Now the next is both P and Q are irreversible, and C, both P and Q are irreversible. So the B and C might be the right option. Now let's see the remaining portion. But P is a chemical change. We know that P is a physical change and Q is the chemical change. So the B option is also a wrong option. Now let's see, both P and Q are irreversible change. Yes, both P and Q are irreversible change, and P is a physical change. Yes, P is a physical change, means when we will break the egg, then there is no change in the chemical composition of egg. And Q is a chemical change. Yes, Q is a chemical change. So the C is the right option for this question. So the next question is, observe the given figure carefully and select the correct statement regarding the solution X. Okay, now let's see the diagram. In the diagram, when we burn the magnesium ribbon, in the presence of oxygen, then it gives magnesium oxide. Okay, and this magnesium oxide, when react with water, it gives magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so the magnesium hydroxide, we know that the magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature. It is less basic, but it is basic in nature. Okay, now let's see the statement. So in the question, correct statement. So the first statement is, it will turn China rose indicator to green color. Yes, it is completely a right statement, because we know that when we put any base in the China rose, it convert the base into the green color, means we can say it convert into the green color. So the A option is the right option. Now the next one is, methyl orange will show yellow color in this solution. Yes, it is also completely a right statement, because methyl orange, when we put the methyl orange in the basic solution, then it convert into yellow, and it is convert into yellow, and and magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature. So this statement is also a right statement. Now the next is the solution X is magnesium hydroxide, which is a base. Yes, we know that the MgO is magnesium oxide and the solution of magnesium oxide is known as a magnesium hydroxide, and magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature. So the option C is also a right option. Now let's see the next one. Blue litmus turns red in this solution. If we're talking about the magnesium hydroxide is a base, and basically the bases are convert red litmus paper into blue. Okay, but in this blue litmus turned red in this solution. So this is completely a wrong statement. So the option A, B and C options are the right option for this question. Now let's see the next. The next is litmus is natural dye which is extracted from the lichens, which is used as an indicator in the form of blue and red litmus paper of the solution. Raghav collected few samples and tested them with blue and red litmus paper, which of his observations was or were not correct. Okay, if we're talking about the acid and base, okay, acids are the substances which convert blue litmus into red, and the bases are the substance which convert red litmus paper in the blue. Okay, now let's see the table. If we're talking about the soft drink, we know that the soft drink is acidic in nature. And if you're talking about the soap solution is basic in nature. Sodium hydroxide is also base. Curd is acid and toothpaste is base. Okay, now let's see the next portion. The next portion is effect on blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper means if acid is present, so blue litmus become red. It means this is right. Next is effect on red litmus paper. So this is no change, means it is correct statement. Now the next one is soap solution. Soap solution is basic in nature. So it convert, basic in nature means it convert red into blue. So this is right and this is also right. No change in the blue litmus paper. So this statement is also correct statement. Now let's see the next one. The next one is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is also base which convert red litmus into blue color. So this is incorrect because in the red litmus paper no change is here. So it is incorrect statement. Now let's see the next one. The curd is acidic in nature, and if you're talking about the acid substances, acid convert blue litmus in red. So blue litmus, here is no change. So this is also incorrect. Now the last one is toothpaste. Toothpaste is basic in nature, and if we're talking about the basic substances, basic substance convert red litmus into blue. So if we're talking about red litmus into blue and there is no change with the blue litmus, so it means this is correct statement. Okay, now let's see the question again. In the question, we have to find not correct. So this one and this one, it means the third and fourth are not correct. First is correct, it means it is wrong option. Second is also correct. Third is incorrect, and fourth one is also incorrect. So the option C and D are the right option for this question. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, any query regarding any question, so there is one option, ask a doubt. And for more information regarding Matrix Olympiad, you can subscribe our YouTube channel also, and you can join our WhatsApp channel also. Thank you.
Hello student, welcome to Matrix High School. Today we discuss about Matrix Olympiad paper solution for class 6th, stage 2, shift 2nd. Let's start. First question. Refer to the given flow chart and answer the question that follow. Nutrient, autotrophic, heterotrophic. In autotrophic, hibiscus, algae and mushroom. In heterotrophic, coleus and paramecium and leech. These are the condition, but In question, following example are wrongly placed. It's mean wrong statement and wrongly placed in this chart. According to this condition, mushroom and fourth coleus are not included in this condition. Mushroom formed by fungus, and fungus saprophytic. Saprophytic fungus depend on another. So, according to autotrophic condition, not include in this. So, third and fourth is wrongly placed. So, A is the right option for this question. Next, which of the following statement are true and false? Ingredient of food that we eat come from plant only. No. Not from plant. Include animal also. So, this is false statement. People living in different states of India eat some kind of food. No, different kind of food. The carbohydrate include hydrogen, oxygen occur in the ratio 2:1. Carbohydrate 2:1. C6, H12O and O6. These are 2:1. 2:1 because hydrogen 12 and oxygen 6. 2:1. So that is right. True, false, true. False, true. Option D is correct for this question. Next question is, match column first and second using code. First of all, P. Edible root P. Yes or no? Edible root P. P is related to sweet potato. Sweet potato is root and simple potato is modification of stem. So P relate to second in option D. Option D is correct for this. Another checkup, Q relate to 1. Q. In Q, edible seed, mustard seed use oil in formation of food, and R relate to potato. R relate to potato. Edible stem grow below ground. R, that is potato. Modified stem. Next, S sugar grow below ground. No, upper ground. So S relate to sugar cane. D option is correct for this question. Next question is, the physiology of nutrition in animal involve process of ingestion, digestion, absorption, metabolism of food, where the mechanical and chemical digestion begin. Once digested nutrients are absorbed in intestine, because small intestine the part that absorb so many things, and digestion also occur in small intestine through bloodstream. These nutrients are then transported to cell for energy production, growth and repair. Production of urea takes place. Urea production takes place by urea cycle, and urea cycle takes place in liver. So our right answer for 17th question is option A, liver. ornithine cycle present in liver. Next, in which of the following digestive enzyme are not found? Digestive enzyme not found. Saliva present, salivary amylase. Bile juice no. Gastric juice present. Intestinal secretion present. But in bile juice, bile salt present, but digestive enzyme not present in bile juice. Bile juice does not have any digestive enzyme but still play a significant role in the process of digestion. Justify the statement. Because bile help in breakdown of oily substances by the process of emulsification. So our statement is justified by emulsification. So right answer is option B. Next, the given diagram show percentage composition of PQ are other gases present in air. Which of the following statement is correct? Correct statement for this. All organisms breathe Q because Q is 21 oxygen. So right. Breathe out R carbon dioxide 0.4%. Option A is correct. B. P is directly absorbed by plant and is essential for the growth. No. Because P is nitrogen and nitrogen not absorbed directly by plants. Next, Q is necessary for us to get energy from food. Q. Very good, right? Because breakdown of C6H12O6 completed by oxygen. R is used in fire extinguisher. CO2 is used in fire extinguisher. So that is right. A, C, D is correct answer for this question. Next, which of the following statement is are incorrect regarding the labeled part X and Y? Incorrect. Incorrect statement. Y ribs and X diaphragm. During the inhalation, X become curve and Y move downward and inward. Y become downward. But in this condition, air in ribs move out. Air out, ribs move back. So according to inhalation exhalation condition, this statement is wrong. During exhalation, X become curve, that is wrong. During inhalation, X become flat and Y move upward and outward, that is right. And during exhalation, X become dome shape and Y move upward and downward, that is wrong. So according to incorrect statement, A, B and D is incorrect and right for this question, because statement is are incorrect. A, B, D is incorrect. That is right answer for this question. These are the all solution for biology portion. More updates, subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome in Matrix Olympiad exam. Now we will discuss the solution of class 7th stage 2 shift 2. So coming to the question. So question number 21 is, if x equal to minus 23 plus 22 plus in bracket minus 23 plus so on up to 40 terms, and y equal to 11 plus minus 10 plus 11 plus minus 10 so on up to 20 terms, then find the value of y minus x. So we have to solve one by one. So first x is given minus 23 plus 22 plus minus 23. So minus 23 and 22 are alternate numbers and they are up to 40 terms. So we have to write minus 23 plus minus 23 plus so on up to 20 terms, because total terms are 40 terms. So minus 23 is up to 20 terms plus 22 plus 22 plus up to 20 terms. Up to 20 terms. So minus 23 plus minus 23 up to 20 terms is minus 23 into 20 plus it is 22 up to 20 terms is 22 into 20. So here 20 is common. So it is remaining minus 23 plus 22, which is equal to minus 1. So minus 1 into 20 is minus 20. So the value of x is minus 20. Now we have to calculate the value of y. So y equal to 11 plus 11 plus 11 plus up to 10 terms. Up to 10 terms plus here it is minus 10 up to 10 terms. So it is minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 up to 10 terms. Up to 10 terms. So this value is 11 into 10 minus 10 into 10. So 11 into 10 is 110, 10 into 10 is 100. So the value of y is 10. It is equation number 2. Now we have to calculate the value of y minus x. So value of y is 10 minus value of x is minus 20. So 10 minus minus 20 is plus 30. So the value of y minus x 30, which is option D. So option D will be the correct answer. Now coming to the next question. If 47.2506 equal to 4a plus 7 upon b plus 2c plus 5 upon d plus 6e, then find the value of 5a plus 3b plus 6c plus d plus 3e. Now we have to expand the given number 47.2506. So I have to write 47.2506 is 4 into 10 plus 7 into 1 plus 2 upon 10 plus 5 upon 100 plus 0 upon 1000 plus 6 upon 10,000. Now we have to compare this result to the given question. So from here we will get a equal to 10 because it is 4 into 10 and it is 4 into a. So from here a equal to 10. Similarly b equal to 1, c equal to 1 by 10, d equal to 100, and this value is not given. So here this value is not written, and e equal to 1 upon 10,000. E equal to 1 upon 10,000. Now we have to put these value in this question. So it is 5 into a, so it means 5 into 10 plus 3 into b, it means 3 into 1 plus 6 into c, so 6 into 1 by 10 plus d is 1, so it is 1 into 100 plus 3 into e is 1 upon 10,000, so it is 1 upon 10,000. Now 5 into 10 is 50, 3 into 1 is 3 plus 6 upon 10 is 0.6 plus 1 into 100 is 100 plus 3 upon 10,000 is 0.0003. Now we have to add these numbers, so we will get 100 plus 50 is 150, 150 plus 3 is 153.6003. So it is 153.6003. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Question number 23 is the arithmetic mean of 5 number is 27. If one of the number is excluded, their mean becomes 25. What is the excluded number? So the arithmetic mean of 5 number is given. So let us assume the 5 numbers are x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. So the mean arithmetic mean is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 upon 5 is equal to 27. Here x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 5 into 27, which is equal to 5 7 are 35, carry 3, 5 2 are 10, 10 plus 3 is 135. It is equation number 1. Now, if one of the number is excluded, their mean becomes 25. So it means if one number is deleted from here, so we will get the average is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 upon 4 is equal to 25. So here x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 equal to 4 into 25, which is equal to 100. It is equation number 2. Now we have to subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2. So we will get x5 is equal to 135 minus 100, which is equal to 35. So excluded number is 35, which is option D. So option D will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. It is given two equal sides of an isosceles triangle are 4x minus 2 and 3x plus 4. If the third side is 2x minus 1, then find the perimeter of triangle. So it is given two equal sides of an isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle are those triangles which have two sides are equal, and equal sides are given 4x minus 2 and 3x plus 4. If these two sides are equal, so we have to put 4x minus 2 equal to 3x plus 4. From here, we will get the value of x equal to 6. So now the sides of triangle is, it is 4x minus 2. So 6 4s are 24. 24 minus 2 is 22. So it is 22, and equal side is also 22. Next 6 2s are 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. So the unequal side is 11. So the perimeter of this triangle is 22 plus 22 plus 11, which is equal to 55. So the perimeter of this triangle is 55, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. In the given figure, if angle MXQ equal to 135 degree and angle MYR equal to 40 degree, PQ is parallel to RS, then find the measured of angle XMY. XMY, we have to calculate the value of this angle. Now you can see here, this AB is also parallel to PQ. So here PQ is parallel to AB and AB is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to RS. It is given in this question. So we have to write PQ is parallel to AB is parallel to RS. Now you can see here, this PQ is parallel to AB. So this 135 degree angle will be equal to this angle 135 degree, because they are alternate interior angle. So this angle is 180 degree minus 135 degree, which is equal to 45 degree. Similarly, AB is parallel to RS. So if this angle is 40 degree, so this angle is also 40 degree, because they are also alternate interior angle. So this angle will be 40 degree. So complete angle XMY is 45 plus 40, which is equal to 85 degree. So the value of this angle is 85 degree, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. If the square of the hypotenuse of an isosceles right triangle is 72 square centimeter, then find the length of each equal sides. So it is given, if the hypotenuse of an isosceles right triangle, so hypotenuse of isosceles right triangle is this, the square of hypotenuse is given 72 centimeter square. Now we have to find out the value of length of each equal side, because it is isosceles right triangle. So this side and this side are equal. So we have to apply here Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is h square equal to, let's assume this is L1 and this is L2, both are equal. So I have to write it is L and it is also L. So h square equal to L square plus L square, which is equal to 2L square, and h square is given 72. So L square equal to 72 upon 2, which is equal to 36. So L equal to 6 centimeter. So the equal side of triangle is 6 centimeter, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Rihanna took a loan of rupees 1200 with simple interest for as many years as the rate of interest. So it means years and rate of interest are equal. If C paid rupees 432 as interest at the end of the loan period, find the time period C has taken to return the loan. So we have to calculate the time period. So here, given that rate of interest and time periods are equal, so the formula of simple interest SI equal to principal amount into rate into time upon 100. Here simple interest is given rupees 432, principal amount is given 1200, and time and rate are equal, so I have to put here t into t which is equal to t square upon 100. So this 0 and this 0 are cancel out, so t square equal to 432 upon 12, which is equal to 12 3s are 36, remainder is 72, so 12 6s are 72, so time period square equal to 36, so t equal to 6, so it means the time period C has taken to return the loan is 6 years, which is option B. So option B will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Here, in the given figure, by which congruence criteria triangle QSP, this is the triangle QSP, and I have to write it is triangle 1, and congruent to triangle RSP, this is triangle, so this is triangle 2. So we have to tell the which criteria we have to use here. So you can see here, this angle is 90 degree and this angle is also 90 degree, and this side is common. And if this angle x and this angle is also x, so this angle is 180 minus x and this angle is also 180 minus x. So this triangle and this triangle QST is congruent to triangle RST by which criteria? ASA. These triangles are congruent by ASA. Which triangle? Triangle QST congruent to triangle RST. These triangles are congruent. So by CPCT, we have to write this QS is equal to RS. It means this side and this side is equal. So you can see in triangle QSP, this side QS is equal to SR. This side QS is equal to SR. PS side is common side. PS side is common side, and angle PSQ is equal to angle PSR. It is given. So by SAS criteria, so which criteria we have to use here? We have to use SAS. So it means option C will be the correct answer. Now coming to the next question. The given figure is formed by two quarter circle and the area of the shaded square is 49 centimeter square. Find the perimeter of the figure. So you can see here it is the shaded square and this area is given 49 centimeter square. So it means side of this square is square root of 49, which is equal to 7 centimeter. So the radius of this quarter circle is 14 plus 7, which is equal to 21 centimeter. Now we have to calculate the length of this quarter circle. So length of this quarter circle is 90 upon 360 into 2 pi r. Here 90 upon 360 is 1 by 4 into 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 21. So it is 7 3s are 21, 2 2s are 4, and 22 divided by 2 is 11. So it is 33 centimeter. So length of this part is 33 centimeter. Similarly, this part is 33 centimeter. So the perimeter of this figure is 33 plus, this is also 14 plus 14 plus 33 plus 14 plus 14. So it is 33 plus 33 is 66. 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14 is 56, and 66 plus 56 is 122 centimeter. So the perimeter of this figure is 122 centimeter, which is option A. So option A will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. if minus 1 upon 2 to the power 6 upon minus 1 upon 2 to the power 4 divided by 1 upon 4 to the power 13 divided by 1 upon 4 to the power 10 equal to 2 to the power x, then find the value of x. So one by one we have to solve. So first we have to solve this fraction number. So it is minus 1 upon 2 to the power 6 divided by minus 1 upon 2 to the power 4. Here negative sign is there, so if any negative and power is even number, then the value is in positive terms. So it is 1 upon 2 to the power 6 into 2 to the power 4 upon 1, which is equal to 1 upon 2 to the power 6 minus 4 equal to 1 upon 2 square. Similarly, we have to solve this part. So it is 1 upon 4 to the power 13 into 4 to the power 10 upon 1, which is equal to 1 upon 4 to the power 13 minus 10, which is equal to 1 upon 4 to the power 3. Now we have to divide. Let's assume this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now we have to divide equation 1 and equation 2. So we will get 1 upon 2 square is 4 divided by 1 upon 4 cube is 64, which is equal to 1 upon 4 into 64 upon 1, which is equal to 4 and 64 are cancelled out by 16 times, so which is equal to 16. So now we have to put this value in this equation. So we will get 16 equal to 2 to the power x. 16 I have to write 2 to the power 4 equal to 2 to the power x. So from here x equal to 4. So the value of x is 4, which is option A. So option A will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following statement is oblique are true or false? First statement is the successor of 0 into minus 52 is 1 into minus 52. It is false because 0 into minus 52 is 0. So this statement is false statement. Next is integers are closed under division. No, it is also false statement. Next is minus 20 into 5 minus 3 equal to minus 20 into minus 2. 5 minus 3 is plus 2, but it is given minus 2. So it is also a false statement. So correct option is F, which is option B. So option B will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Again, it is true false question. First statement is if 5 upon 4 to the power 5 into 5 upon 4 to the power 11 equal to 5 upon 4 to the power 8x, then x equal to 2. So we have to check. So it is 5 upon 4 to the power. It is base are same, so we have to add these powers. So 11 plus 5 is 16 is equal to 5 upon 4 to the power 8x. Here you can see this base and this base are same. So I have to write 16 equal to 8x, which is equal to x equal to 2. So this statement is true statement. Now next is 2 upon 5 to the power 3 into 2 upon 5 to the power 7 equal to 2 upon 5 to the power x minus 1, then x equal to 11. Again the base are same, so I have to write 2 upon 5 to the power 7 plus 3 is 10 equal to 2 upon 5 to the power x minus 1. Here you can see this base and this base are equal, so I have to write 10 equal to x minus 1. From here x equal to 11, so it means statement second is also true statement. Next is if 16 into 512 to the power 2 equal to x to the power 8, then x equal to 8. So let's solve this equation. So 16 is 8 square into 512 is 8 cube and to the power 2 is equal to x to the power 8. So it is 8 square into 8 to the power 6 equal to x to the power 8. So it is 8 to the power 8 equal to x to the power 8. So here you can see this exponent are equal, so base are also equal, so x equal to 8. So it means third statement is also true statement. So correct option is T, which is option D. So option D will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following statement is oblique are true or false? First statement is if the area of a rectangle PQRS, if the area of a rectangle PQRS is 50 centimeter square and PQ upon QR is given 2:1, then PQ equal to 10, QR equal to 5. So let's solve this question. So here let us assume PQ equal to 2x and QR equal to x, and the area of this rectangle is given 50 centimeter square. So I have to write 2x into x equal to 50. So x square equal to 25 or x equal to 5 centimeter. So the length of PQ equal to 2 into 5, which is equal to 10 centimeter, or QR equal to x centimeter, so x equal to 5, so it is 5 centimeter, and it is given PQ equal to 10 and QR equal to 5, so this statement is true statement. Next is Sonali has total 120 red and black pens. If 30% of them are black, then there are 40 red pens and 80 black pens. So we have to calculate first black pens. So black pens are 30%. So the 30% of total is 30 upon 100 into 120. This 0 and 0 are cancel out. 10 3s are 30 and 12 3s are 36. So the black pen are 36. Similarly, red pen are 120 minus 36, which is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4, 11 minus 3 is 8, it is 84. So the red pen are 84 and black pen are 36, but it is given 40 red pens and 80 black pens, which is false. So this statement is false statement. Next is, if 1 upon x ratio 1 upon y ratio 1 upon z equal to 4 ratio 5 ratio 6, then x ratio y ratio z equal to 6 ratio 5 ratio 4. So here we have to assume 1 upon x equal to 4k, 1 upon y equal to 5k, and 1 upon z equal to 6k. From here I have to write x equal to 1 upon 4k, y equal to 1 upon 5k, and z equal to 1 upon 6k. So the ratio of x ratio y ratio z is 1 upon 4k ratio 1 upon 5k ratio 1 upon 6k, and it is given 6 ratio 5 ratio 4, which is false. So this statement is false statement. So true answer is TFF, which is option A. So option A will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following statement is oblique are true or false? First statement is x equal to 5 is the solution of 3x plus 7 equal to 22. So let's put this value in this equation. So we have to solve left hand side. Here left hand side is 3x plus 7, and I have to put the value of x equal to 5. So it is 3 into 5 is 15, 15 plus 7 is 22. So this statement is true statement because it this value satisfy the given equation. Next is the equation 3x plus 5 equal to 13 represents 5 more than 3 times number x gives 13. 5 more than 3 times number is equal to 13. So it is 5 plus 3x equal to 13, and this is also given 3x plus 5 equal to 13. So this statement is a true statement. Next is the solution of the equation 10 minus 3x equal to 1. So we have to solve this equation. So 10 minus 1 equal to 3x or x equal to 3. So x equal to 3, but it is given x equal to 4. So this statement is false statement. So true answer is TTF, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. First statement is value which occur most often in a set of data is called. The value which occur most, that data is known as mode. So for P, third one is true. Next is the middle value when the set of data is arranged in ascending or descending order is called. Then data is called as median. So for Q, fourth one is true. Next is difference between the highest and lowest value of a set of data is called. The difference between highest and lowest value of a set of data is known as range. So for R, second one is true. Next is the number of times a particular observation occurs is called. The number of times a particular observation occurs is known as frequency. So for S, first one is true. So true answer is 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, 4, 2, 1, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the answer using the codes given below. Match the shaded area. So we have to calculate the area of shaded region. So first, this triangle is given. So the area of triangle ABC is half into base. Base is given 18 and height is given 25. So area of triangle ABC is 2 9s are 18, 25 9s are 225 centimeter square. Now we have to calculate the area of this triangle DBC. So area of triangle DBC A2 equal to half of 18 into 6. 18 by 2 is 9, 9 6 are 54. So the area of shaded region is 225 minus 54, 5 minus 4 is 1, 12 minus 5 is 7 and it is 1. So it is 171 centimeter square, which is in third. So for P, third one is true. Next is, here you can see this quadrilateral is given, ABCD quadrilateral is given, and we have to calculate the area of this part and this part. So first we have to calculate the area of trapezium ABCD, then we have to calculate the area of triangle BCE, then we have to subtract these two area. So the area of triangle BCE is half into base is 14 and height is 6, and it is 2 7s are 14, 7 6 are 42. So the area of this triangle is 42 centimeter square. Similarly, we have to calculate the area of trapezium ABCD. Area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel side into height. Here parallel sides are 14 and 18 centimeter. BC and AD are parallel side. So sum of 14 plus 18 is 32 into height is 6 centimeter. So it is 6 centimeter. 6 divided by 2 is 3 and 32 into 3 is 3 to the 6, 3 3 is 9. So it is 96 centimeter square. Now the area of shaded region is 96 minus 42, which is equal to 6 minus 2 is 4, 9 minus 4 is 5. So it is 54 centimeter square. So for Q, first one is true. Now next is area of the shaded region. So we have to find out the area of this triangle plus area of square and subtract the area of circle. So here area of triangle ADE is half into base into height. Here you can see this ABCD is a square and the side of ABCD is 16 centimeter. So this side is also 16 centimeter and AD is equal to given AD. So AD is also 16 centimeter. So half into base is 16 and height is also 16. So the area of triangle ADE is half into 16 into 16. 2 8s are 16 and 16 8s are 128. So the area of this triangle is 128 centimeter square. Now we have to calculate the area of square ABCD. So area of square ABCD is side square and side is 16. So 16 square is 256 centimeter square. Now we have to calculate the area of this circle. So the area of circle is pi r square, and here r is given 4, so this area is r4 square is 16, so it is 16 pi. Now we have to subtract 256 minus 16 pi. So 256 minus 16 into 3.14, I have to put the value of pi is 3.14, so it is 256 minus 16 4s are 64, carry 6, 16 1s are 16, 16 plus 6 is 22, carry is 2, 16 3s are 48, 48 plus 2 is 50, so it is 50.24. Now we have to subtract these two numbers, so we will get 256.00 minus 50.24, so it is 10 minus 4 is 6, 9 minus 2 is 7, it is 5, 5 minus 5 is 0, so it is 205.76 centimeter square. Now we have to add this area and this area, so we have to add 205.76 plus 128.00, so we will get 7, 6, 8 plus 5 is 13, carry 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. So it is 333.76 centimeter square. So for our fourth one is true. Next is we have to calculate the area of this shaded region. So first we have to calculate the area of ABCD, then we have to calculate the area of FGEH, then we have to subtract these two areas. So area of ABCD is, this length is 12 centimeter and this height is 2.5, this height is 2.5, so it is 12 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. So the area of ABCD is 12 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 is 17, so it is 17 into into this length is, it is given 28 centimeter and it is 2.5, it is 2.5. So it is 17 into 28 plus 5, which is equal to 33. So 17 into 33, 17 3s are 51, carry 5, 17 3s are 51, 51 plus 5 is 56, so it is 561 centimeter square. Now we have to calculate the area of EFGH. So area of EFGH is, it is 28 and it is 12, so area of this part is 28 into 12. Now we have to multiply these two numbers. So 12 8s are 96, carry is 9, 12 2s are 24, 24 plus 9 is 33, so it is 336 centimeter square. Now we have to subtract these two numbers, so we will get 561 minus 336. 11 minus 6 is 5, 5 minus 3 is 2, and 5 minus 3 is 2, so it is 225 centimeter square. So for S, second one is true, so true option is 3142. 3142, which is option B. So option B will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. First is 5 into 2x minus 3 into 3x minus 7 equal to 5. So we have to calculate the value of x by solving this equation. 5 into 2x is 10x, minus 5 3s are 15, minus 3 3s are 9x, minus 3 into minus 7 is plus 21 is equal to 5. 10x minus 9x is x, minus 15 plus 21 is plus 6 equal to 5. From here x equal to 5 minus 6, which is equal to minus 1. So for P, fourth one is true. Next is 2 into x minus 2 plus 3 into 4x minus 1 equal to 0. So 2 into x minus 2 is 2x minus 4 plus 3 into 4x is 12x minus 3 equal to 0. 2x plus 12x is 14x, minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7 equal to 0. So from here x equal to 7 upon 14, which is equal to 1 by 2. So x equal to 1 by 2. So for Q, first one is true. Next is x minus 2 upon 4 plus 1 upon 3 equal to x minus 2x minus 1 upon 3. So we have to solve this equation. So x minus 2 upon 4 plus 1 upon 3 is equal to x minus 2x minus 1 upon 3. So here LCM is 12. So it is 4 3s are 12. So 3x minus 3 2s are 6 plus 3 4s are 12. 4 1s are 4. So it is 3x minus 6 plus 4 upon 12 equal to 3 into x is 3x minus 2x plus 1 upon 3. Now we have to solve this equation again. So 3x minus 6 plus 4 is 3x minus 2 upon 12 equal to 3x minus 2x is x plus 1 upon 3. Now we have to do cross multiplication here. So 3x minus 2 into 3 is 9x minus 6 equal to 12x plus 12. It is 9x minus 12x is minus 3x and 12 plus 6 is 18. So x equal to 18 upon minus 3, which is equal to minus 6. So the value of x is minus 6, which is in second. So for R, second one is true. Next is x upon 2 plus x upon 4 equal to 1 by 8. So we have to take LCM here. X upon 2 plus x upon 4 equal to 1 by 8. So LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. 2 2s are 4. So it is 2x plus 4 1s are 4. 1 into x is 1x equal to 1 by 8. Now 2x plus 1x is 3x equal to 4 upon 8, which is equal to 1 by 2. So x equal to 1 upon 6. So it means for S, third one is true. So true answer is 4 1 2 3. 4 1 2 3, which is option D. So option D will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Next question is, in a triangle ABC, if angle A equal to 30 degree, in a triangle ABC, angle A equal to 30 degree, angle AB equal to 50 degree, then find the measure of angle C. So it is 50, it is 30. So it is 80 degree and the angle C is 180 minus 80, which is equal to 100 degree. So angle C is 100 degree. So for P, third one is true. Next Q part is in a triangle ABC, in a triangle ABC, BC is extended to D. BC is extended to D if angle ABC, if angle ABC is 90 degree, angle BAC is 40 degree, then find the measure of angle ACD. We have to find this angle, and we know the property of a triangle, exterior angle will be equal to the sum of the opposite interior two angles. So there are here angle A and angle B are interior opposite angles. So angle ACD is 90 plus 40, which is equal to 130 degree. So for Q, first one is true. Next is in a right angle triangle, greatest angle must be measured. So greatest angle must be measured 90 degrees. So for R, second one is true. Next is in a triangle ABC, angle A equal to X, angle B equal to 2 of angle A. Angle A equal to X, so angle B equal to 2 into X. Angle C equal to 3 of angle A, so it means angle C equal to 3 into X. Then find the value of X. So here angle A equal to X, angle B equal to 2X, angle C equal to X. So angle C equal to 3X. So sum of these three angle is 180 degree. So I have to write X plus 2X plus 3X equal to 180 degree. 2X plus 3X plus X is 6X. So 6X equal to 180 degree. So X equal to 30 degree. So X equal to 30 degree. So for S, fourth one is true. So true answer is 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Here question number 39 and 40. These questions are paragraph based question. So first statement is, if area of a semicircle with radius r is pi r square upon 2 and area of a square with a side of length a is a square, then study the given figure made up of semicircles and square and answer the following question. So first question is, find the area of the shaded region. You can see here this shaded is a semicircle and this shaded region is also semicircle, and the radius is given 2 centimeter. So the area of this shaded region is pi r square upon 2 plus pi r square upon 2. Here LCM is 2, so it is pi r square plus pi r square, which is equal to 2 pi r square upon 2, which is equal to pi r square, and r is given 2. So the area of shaded region is pi into 2 square, which is equal to 4 pi. Now we have to put the value of pi equal to 3.14. So 4 into 3.14 is 4 4s are 16, carry 1, 4 1s are 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 4 3s are 12. So it is 12.56, or it is an approximate value. So next value is also more than 5. So I have to write it is 12.57 centimeter square, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Now next question is, find the ratio of the area of the shaded region to the total area. So the area of shaded region is 4 into pi, and the area of total region is, it is a square, so area of square is side square. This is 2 and this is also 2, so the side of square is 4 centimeter. So the area of this part is 4 square, which is equal to 16. So ratio is 4 pi upon 16. Here 4 4s are 16, and now we have to put the value of pi. Pi is 22 upon 7 into 4. So it is cancel out by 2. So 2 11s are 22, 2 2s are 4. So which is equal to 11 upon 14. So the area of shaded region to the total area is 11:14. So option D will be the correct answer. Now coming to the next question. Anuj was sitting in his garden with his father. There was one mango tree and one neem tree situated at each side of the garden. Anuj observed that on mango tree, honeybees have started making their house with 3 beautiful hexagonal patterns in 1 hour. Hexagonal patterns in 1 hour is given, while his father observed that on neem tree, another honeybees also have started making their house with 5 hexagonal patterns in 1 hour. This is a paragraph. Now we have to solve the questions according to this paragraph. So question number 41 is number of hexagonal patterns made by honeybees on mango tree at the rate of power rise to 5 after 5 hours. It makes 3 beautiful hexagonal patterns in 1 hour. So in 5 hours, it makes 3 to the power 5. So 3 to the power 5 is 243. So number of hexagonal pattern is 243, which is option D. So option D will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Number of hexagonal patterns made by the honeybees on neem tree after 5 hours at the rate of power rise to 3. So here in neem tree, it makes 5 hexagonal patterns in 1 hour. So in 5 hours, it makes 5 to the power 3 hexagonal patterns. So 5 to the power 3 is 125. So answer is 125, which is option D. So option D will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. A village shopkeeper bought the following items for selling in his shop from the nearby city. So first item is 50 kg of rice for rupees 2500. Second item is an oil can of capacity 5 liters for rupees 450. Next is 6 packets of 50 packets of coffee powder, 7 kg of sugar for rupees 280. Ramaya went to shopkeeper to buy more some items that he needed. So question based on this paragraph is Ramaya bought 5 kg of rice at the rate of 325. Find the percentage profit made by the shopkeeper by selling 5 kg of rice to Ramaya. So here actual price of cost price of rice is, first we have to calculate the cost of 1 kg of rice. So 1 kg of rice cost is 2500 upon 50, which is equal to 50. So the cost of 1 kg rice is 50 kg. So the actual cost price of 5 kg of rice is 50 into 5, which is equal to 250. And Ramaya bought 5 kg of rice at the rate of 325. So the profit is 325 minus 250, which is equal to 75. Now we have to calculate the percentage profit made by the shopkeeper by selling 5 kg of rice to Ramaya. So profit percentage equal to profit into 100 upon cost price. Cost price is 250. Now we have to solve this equation. So this 0 and the 0 are cancelled out. 25 3s are 75 and 3 into 10 is 30. So the profit percentage is 30%, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. Paragraph is same, and based on this paragraph, question is the shopkeeper sold 1 kg of sugar to Ramaya at 15% profit. Find the cost at which Ramaya bought the sugar. So we have to calculate the profit. So 15%, 15 equal to profit into 100 upon actual price of sugar. So 1 kg cost of sugar is 280 upon 7, which is equal to 40. So cost price of 1 kg sugar is 40. So we have to solve this equation. So 15 into 40 upon 100 is equal to P. So the profit is 15 4s are 60. So it is 600 upon 100, which is equal to 6. So profit is 6 rupees. Find the cost at which Ramaya bought the sugar. So the profit is 6 and actual cost of sugar is 40. So the cost of Ramaya bought the sugar is 40 plus 6, which is equal to 46, which is option C. So option C will be the right answer. Now coming to the next question. So question number 45 to 50 are multiple choice questions. These questions have more than one answer. So we have to solve one by one these questions. First question is 20 to the power 16 divided by 20 to the power 13 into 20 to the power 3. So 20 to the power 16 upon 20 to the power 13 is 20 to the power 16 minus 13 into 20 to the power 3. 20 to the power 16 minus 13 is 3. So it is 20 to the power 3 into 20 to the power 3, which is equal to 20 to the power 6. So it is equal to 22 to the power 6. So it is also right option. Now we have to factorize the 20. So I have to write 20 is 2 into 5 to the power 6, which is equal to 2 to the power 6 into 2 to the power 6 into 5 to the power 6. I have to write it is 2 to the power 12 into 5 to the power 6. So here 2 to the power 12 into 5 to the power 6 is this. So option A is correct. Now it is 5 to the power 6. So it is 5 cube into 5 cube, and 2 to the power 12. So it is 2 to the power 2 to the power 6. So it is also 2 to the power 12. So option B is also correct. Now we have to check this. So it is 4 to the power 3, and 4 to the power 3 we have to write 2 to the power 6. Again it is 4 to the power 3. So it is also 2 to the power 6, and it is 5 to the power 2 to the power 3. So it is also 5 to the power 6. So this equal to 2 to the power 12 into 5 to the power 6. So this option is also correct. Next is 2 to the power 6 into 5 to the power 6. But it is not an answer, because answer is 2 to the power 12 into 5 to the power 6. So it is not an answer. So correct options are A, B and C. Now coming to the next question. In a parallelogram, if the base is 14 dm and altitude is 6.5 dm, find the area of parallelogram. And we know the area of parallelogram is base into altitude. Here base is given 14 dm and altitude is given 6.5 dm. So the area of parallelogram is base into altitude. Base is 14, so I have to put the value of base and altitude 14 into 6.5, which is equal to 14 5s are 70, carry 7, 14 6 are 84, 84 plus 7 is 91, so it is 91 dm square. So correct option is 91 dm square. So correct answer is area of parallelogram is 91 dm square. Now we have to convert this dm square into centimeter square or meter square. So first we have to convert this dm square into a meter square. So the relationship between dm and meter is 1 dm is equal to 1 upon 10 meter, and it is 91 dm square. So 91 dm square is equal to 91 into 1 upon 10 into 1 upon 10, which is equal to 0.91 meter square. Now we have to convert this unit into a centimeter. So 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So 0.91 meter square, 0.91 meter square into centimeter is 0.91 into 100 into 100, which is equal to 9100 centimeter square. So the area of parallelogram is 91 dm square, which is option D, 0.91 meter square, which is option B, and 9100 centimeter square, which is option A. So option A, B and D are the correct answer. So now coming to the next question. An alloy contains 70% copper and the rest zinc. It means 70% copper, so it means 30% is zinc. What is the amount of zinc is 50 kg of alloy? What is the amount of zinc is 50 kg of alloy? So an alloy contains 70% copper and the rest zinc. What is the amount of zinc is 50 kg of alloy? So zinc percentage is 30%. So the amount of zinc is 30 upon 100 into 50 kg. 50 divided by 100 is 2 and 30 by 2 is 15. So the amount of zinc is 50 kg. So 15 kg is right option. Next is we have to convert this 15 kg into a gram. So 1 kg equal to 1000 gram. So 15 kg equal to 15 into 1000, which is equal to 15,000 gram. So option D is also correct. So option A and option D are the correct answer. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following equation having x equal to 1 as solution? So now we have to put one by one in each option x equal to 1. So let's check. In first option we have to put x equal to 1. So it is 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0, and it is also 0. So this option is correct. Next we have to put in this equation. So it is 2 into 1 minus 1. So 2 ones are 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, which is equal to given 1. So option B is also correct. Next 5 into 1 minus 4. 5 ones are 5, 5 minus 4 is 1, it is also 1. So option C is also correct. Next we have to put in the last option. So it is 3 into 1 minus 2, which is equal to 3 minus 2 is 1, and it is 2x minus 1. So 2 into 1 minus 1, which is also equal to 1. So this equal to this. So it means option D is also correct. So option A, B, C and D are the correct option. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following are congruence rule of triangle? So SAS is right, ASA is right, RHS is right, AA is not a rule of congruence criteria. So option A, B and D are the correct answer. Now coming to the next question. From a pack of 52 cards, find the probability of picking up a spade card. So the total number of spade cards are 13 and the total cards are 52. So the probability of picking up a spade card is 13 upon 52, which is equal to 1 by 4. So here first one is true. Next is 1 by 4. It is also true, and 1 by 4 equal to 0.25. So option D is also correct. So option A, C and D are the correct option. So this is all about the solution of mathematics part class 7th. If you want more updates, more queries, so you can subscribe our YouTube channel or you can visit our Matrix website. Thank you so much.
Hello student, welcome to Matrix YouTube channel. We are here to discuss the solution of Matrix Olympiad paper of class 7th reasoning conducted on 10 November 2024 in shift second. Hope you performed very well. So let's get started. So now here question number 51. So question is find the missing term of the given series. So series is 418 missing. After missing next is 100. After 100 next term is 180, 294 and 448. So first find the pattern of the series. What is the pattern used in this series? So pattern of the series is 2 cube minus 2 square, it means 4. Now 3 cube, it means 27, minus 3 square, it means 9. 27 minus 9, it means 18. Now similar 4 cube minus 4 square. 4 cube, it means 64, minus 4 square, it means 16, it means 48. Now 5 cube minus 5 square, it means 5 cube, 125 minus 25, it means 100. Now 6 cube minus 6 square, it means 180. Now 7 cube, it means 343 minus 7 square, it means 294. Now similar 8 cube minus 8 square, 8 cube, it means 512 minus 8 square, it means 64, it means 448. So here missing number is 48. So here missing term is 48. So here option D is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 52. Find the missing term of the series. So series is P, K, G, T, X, C, O, L and next is missing. So first taking first alphabet of each term. So first alphabet of first term is P. First alphabet of second term is G, first alphabet of third term is X and first alphabet of fourth term is O. After O next is missing. So first find the pattern of the given alphabet series. So place value of P in place value of P in English alphabet is 16, place value of G is 7, place value of X is 24, place value of O is 15 and next is missing. So 16 minus 9, it means 7. 24 minus 9, it means 15. So G, place value of G is also 33 in English alphabet. It means 33 minus 9, it means 24. So pattern is 16 minus 9. Now 33 minus 9, 24 minus 9. Similar 15 minus 9. So 15 minus 9, it means 6. So 6, it means F. So first missing alphabet is F. Now taking second alphabet of each term. So second alphabet of first term is K. Second alphabet of second term is T. Second alphabet of third term is C. After C next is L. After L next is missing. So first find the pattern of the given alphabet series. So place value of K is 11. Place value of T is 20. Place value of C is 3. Also 29. in English alphabet, place value of L is 12, also known as 38. So pattern is 11 plus 9, it means 20. Now 20 plus 9, it means 29. Similar, 29 plus 9, it means 38. Now 38 plus 9, 38 plus 9, it means 47. So 47, it means 47, it means U, because place value of U is 47, also 21. So here second alphabet of missing term is U. So missing term is FU. So here option D is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 53. Which sequence of letter when placed at blank one after the other will complete the given letter series? So in such question, options are taken one by one and then check which one will follow correctly. So first taking option A. So now according to option A, first blank it means M, second blank it means N, third blank it means also N, and fourth blank it means Q. So now check the pattern. So pattern is MN, MNO, MNOP, MNOPQ. So a defined pattern found from option A. So here option A is the correct answer of this question, because pattern is MN, after MN next is MNO, after MNO now next alphabet is MNOP, after MNOP next is MNOPQ. So a defined pattern found from option A. So here option A is the correct answer of this question. Let's move to the next question. So now next question is question number 54. Starting from the point X, Jayant walked 15 meter towards west. He turns left and walked 20 meter. He then turned left and walked 15 meter. After this, he turned to his right and walked 12 meter. How far and in which direction? A is now Jayant from X. Before starting this question, we should know that there are four types of main direction. This is north, this is east, this is south, and this is west. And there are four types of cardinal direction. This is northeast, this is southeast, this is southwest, and this is northwest. Now according to question, Jayant is starting from X. Starting point of Jayant is X. Now Jayant walked 15 meter towards west. Jayant walked 15 meter towards west. 15 meter towards west. Now he turned left. Now he turned left and walked 20 meter and walked 20 meter. Now after this, he turned to his left. He turned to his left and walked 15 meter. He walked another 15 meter. Now after this, he turned his right. Now after this, he turned to his right and walked 12 meter and walked 12 meter. And so how far? Let's suppose Y is the final point of Jayant. So find the distance between X and Y. Find the distance between X and Y. So distance between starting point and end point is 20 plus 12. 20 plus 12. So it means 32 meter. So distance between starting point and end point is 32 meter. And now find the direction of final point with respect to starting point. It means X. So Y is in south of X. So the final point will be just south of the starting point. So here option 32 south. Option C, it means 32 meters south is the correct answer of this question. 32 meter south is the correct answer of this question. It means option C is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 55. Find the correct mirror image of given figure when mirror MN is placed on the right side of the figure. So find the mirror image of given alphabet. So first find the mirror image of H, because H is near to the mirror, so it will remains near to the mirror in the mirror image. So first find the mirror image of H. So mirror image of H looks something like this. Now mirror image of R looks something like this. Now find the mirror image of A. So this is mirror image of A. Now find the mirror image of G. So mirror image of G looks like this. Now find the mirror image of B. So mirror image of B looks as follows. Now find the mirror image of U. So this is mirror image of U. Now find the mirror image of T, and again find the mirror image of U, and finally find the mirror image of Q. So this is mirror image of Q. So this is the correct mirror image of given alphabets. So here option D is the correct mirror image of given alphabet. So here option D is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is find the correct voter image of given figure. So find the voter image of given figure. So voter is always taken below the object. So here is voter. Now find the voter image of the given figure. So voter image of given figure looks something like this. This is the correct voter image. So here option D is the correct answer of this question, because option D is the correct voter image of given figure. So here option D is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 57. There are 24 students in dance class and the teacher is planning for an arrangement of student on stage. Sampratha is at 9th position from the left side of the row and Supratha is at 22 position from the right side of the row. Find the number of dancers standing between the sisters Sampratha and Supratha. So first given is total number of student is equals to 24. Now position of Sampratha from the left is 9th and position of Supratha is 22 from the right. This is the right side of the row, and position of Supratha from the right is 22. Now find the number of students in between Sampratha and Supratha. So there are two conditions for finding the number of students. So first condition is when total is greater than to left position of first person plus right position of the second person, then number of mid person is equals to total minus left plus right position of the second person. Now condition number 2, when left position of first person plus right position of second person is greater than to total, then number of mid person is equals to left plus right minus total minus 2. So in this question total number of student is 24, left position of Sampratha is 9 and right position of Supratha is 22. So left plus right, it means 9 plus 22, it means 31. So here left plus right is greater than to total. So number of mid person is equals to left plus right minus total minus 2. So left, it means left position of Sampratha is 9 plus right position of Supratha is 22 minus total, it means 24 minus 2. So 9 plus 22, it means 31 minus 24 minus 24 minus 2, it means minus 26. So 31 minus 26, 31 minus 26, it means 5. So there are 5 students in between Sampartha and Supirtha. So here option B is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 58. If the given interchange, namely sign, plus and divide, and numbers 2 and 4 are made in sign and numbers, which one of the following 4 equation would be correct? So according to question, plus becomes divide and divide becomes plus, and 2 becomes 4 and 4 becomes 2. 4 becomes 2. Now, according to option A, equation is 2 plus 4 divided by 3 is equals to 3. So, 2 it means 4, plus it means divided by, 4 it means 2, divided it means plus, 3 is equals to 3. So, 4 divided by 2, it means 2 plus 3 is equals to 3. 2 plus 3, it means 5 never equals to 3. So it means option A. Option A is a incorrect option. Now taking option B. So now according to option B, 2 plus 4 divided by 6 is equals to 8. So 2 becomes 4, plus becomes divide, 4 becomes 2, divide becomes plus, 6 is equals to 8. Now 4 divided by 2, it means 2. 2 plus 6 is equals to 8. 2 plus 6, it means 8. 8 always equals to 8. So here option B is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 59. In the question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among given 2 conclusions are definitely true, and then give your answer according to it. So statement is H less than A less than T is equals to G greater than U greater than equals to V greater than equals to B. So now conclusion is H greater than B, T greater than B. So T greater than B according to conclusion first. So now according to statement, T is equals to G. T is equals to G. Now G greater than U. G greater than U, it means T also greater than to U. Now U greater than equals to V. So it means T also greater than to V. Now V greater than equals to B. So it means T also greater than to B. So here conclusion first is definitely true according to given statement. So here conclusion first is definitely true according to given statements. Now conclusion second. Now conclusion second is G greater than H. G greater than H. G is equals to T. G is equals to T, and T greater than to A. T is greater than to A. So it means G also greater than to A. Now A is greater than to H. A is greater than to H. A is greater than to H. It means G also greater than to H. So conclusion second also a definite true. So here both conclusion first and second follows. So here option D is the correct answer of this question. Let's move on to the next question. So now next question is question number 60. Find out from amongst the 4 alternatives as to how the pattern would appear when the transparent sheet is folded at the dotted line of figure X. So transparent sheet is folded along to the dotted line, then the image will look something like this. So this transparent sheet is folded along to the dotted line, then the image of the sheet will looks something like this. So this is the transparent sheet. This is the transparent sheet after fold. So here option B is the correct answer of this question, because this sheet looks something like this after folded along to the dotted line. So here option B is the correct answer of this question. So we have finished the solution. I hope you understood it very well. If you have any query and doubt regarding the paper solution, so please log in the website and click ask the doubt option and write your doubt there. Any new information related to Matrix Olympiad will be updated on this YouTube channel. So subscribe the channel for more updates, and you can also have new updates on our WhatsApp channel. To join, click on the links provided in the description box. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great time.